Do you ever come up with an idea that just lingers in the back of your head for a very, very, very long time? And then after a while, you come up with more ideas that stacked on top of that original idea, and you come up with more ideas and more ideas and more ideas, and then you become overstimulated and you're overwhelmed by so many ideas and theories that you can't handle it anymore? Well, that's where I'm currently at, but before we get into that, you already know what to do. I'm not even going to flash a spoiler warning on the screen because the movie has been out for the past 2 weeks, and if you haven't seen it within the past 2 weeks, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into this theory that I have had in my mind for the past week or so, and talk about the Eclipse Cannon blowing up at the end of Sonic 3, and I'm going to go ahead and say that explosion did not kill Sonic and Robotnik. I'm going to go ahead and say that we are, in fact, going to have time travel involved in Sonic 4. I think they're going to take inspiration from Sonic CD. I'm beginning to think that that explosion caused Shadow to be sent to a different time period or sent to an alternate universe of some sort, as well as Robotnik. And with the end credit scene revealing that Shadow, in fact, survived that explosion, could possibly mean that Robotnik survived as well, but then again, Robotnik is a whole human being, and Shadow was in his super form, minus his inhibitor ring, so I can totally see Shadow surviving and not Robotnik, but this is not real life, so anything is possible. So I really think that Robotnik is gonna wake up and just see like a bright light. He's gonna assume that he's dead, but really he got sent to the future. Yes, I think that Robotnik's gonna be sent to the future. And before we go any further, you're probably asking, well, isn't Jim Carrey supposed to be retiring? Well, he did say that he was open to returning to 4, but I don't know. This is up in the air just like it was after 2 going into 3, so we'll just have to wait and see. But we are here to speculate. But now, as far as Robotnik goes, the reason I'm saying he's going to be sent sometime in the future is because I think that he had some sort of technology to send Metal Sonic to the past. In his case, the past, but, in Sonic's case, he's coming from the future, but... You know what I mean. I think it'd be a lot easier to not worry about Sonic as of right now and just look at Robotnik's point of view. Yeah, that would definitely be a good idea. We all thought that he was going to build Metal Sonic through that quill that Sonic had given him in exchange for his help. Yeah, but at the end of the movie, if you were paying attention, he did throw that quill to the side. I don't know if he threw it overboard or he just threw it on the ground. I don't know. Point is, I really don't think he has that quill anymore. So with him being sent to the future, I really don't think that he even needed that quill to begin with. I'm sure he had the technology to make a badass Metal Sonic that was able to multiply like Naruto. And those copies that we saw in the mid-credit scene of Sonic 3, those weren't actually the Metal Sonics. Those had to have been copies because like I had said in my previous video, there was no way in hell that Amy was going to take out Metal Sonic that easy. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I really wouldn't be surprised at this point that the copies that we saw are just going to be copies, and maybe the actual Metal Sonic that is still in the future with Robotnik is a whole different ball game. Like, let's go as far as saying Neo Metal Sonic is going to be the final boss of Sonic 4. Holy shit. That would absolutely be peak cinema, no doubt, even more than Sonic 3 was, and that says a lot because Sonic 3 was absolute peak cinema itself. Now, since we're on the topic of Metal Sonic and Neo Metal Sonic and all that jazz, I enraged a lot of y'all when I had said this. He did not say a single word. I don't know why people are talking about who should voice Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic does not talk. And listen, no hard feelings. Don't think for a second that I was in my feelings about the backlash. I just love seeing how passionate y'all are about this franchise. So yes, therefore, I do believe that Metal Sonic is going to have a voice in order to carry a movie because, as of right now, he looks like he's going to be the main antagonist of the 4th installment. But the question is who? Who is going to be the lucky person to voice Metal Sonic? That is going to have to be a video for another day. So anyway, back to the time traveling thing. I've already established that I think Robotnik is going to be sent to the future due to having Metal Sonic have his Terminator-like intro. Now, what about Shadow? Where could he have possibly been sent? I don't know. By the way the end credit scene looked, you see cactuses all over the place, and it kind of resembles West Texas. It kind of resembles Arizona in a way. I don't know. I'm kind of drawing a blank with this one, but point of the matter is he survived, so that's good. Now, what about Amy? Where did she come from? The future or the past? Or is she within that time period already and she doesn't come from either one? I kind of want to say she comes from the future because, that hammer looks a little futuristic for this time that Sonic and them are currently in. My brain is hurting. There's so many theories, so many thoughts, a lot of things to talk about and take into consideration. It's just too much. You remember that part when Shadow was pushing the Eclipse Cannon away and Robotnik was doing that little dance and live TV thing talking about Stone being his best friend and all that? What if somehow before the Eclipse Cannon blew up, Shadow somehow tapped into Chaos Control grabbed Robotnik, and maybe the explosion altered or messed with Chaos Control itself and sent them back in time or into the future. Oh my god, I don't know. You know, at this point, I really feel like my head is on the verge of exploding itself because of everything that is going on in my mind as of right now when it comes to this damn topic. So I'm not even gonna lie, I have a headache, but I do want to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments. Fill up my comment section like y'all did that last video. I love to see it. I love interacting with y'all when I can, and plus I'm kind of drawing a blank. I don't know what to think anymore. But as always, with all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that bell too to let you know when I post a video, so that way you don't get left behind. And as I said, fill up that comment section. Let's speculate together. Let's unite as a Sonic the Hedgehog fan base. My brothers and sisters, let's just have a good time. Now y'all have a great night, stay safe and be great, and we are officially out.
全て失っても君はまだそこにいると信じたかった Come and live your life